Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. I have been tasked with opening today's vlog because TJ is on his way to go get an oil filter for the Audi. We're changing the oil. It wasn't the original plan. I'm gonna out you hard, Teach. I'm out you hard real quick. What happened was, remember the day we did all the brake stuff for the R8? We put everything together. We realized we needed new brake pads, but the thing we didn't tell you is that TJ accidentally bought a left rotor when we were replacing it. Because I don't know if you remember this, the old rotor was super cracked. Oh, actually, it's over there. I'll show you. Here it is. As you can see, this nasty crack in the carbon ceramic brake rotor. If you all didn't know, if there's a small crack in your carbon ceramic brake rotor, it's completely scuffed. You can't use it at all. It's done. Game over. You gotta get a new one. So again, TJ accidentally bought a left one for the right side. If you could see, it says left, and you see the arrow pointing that way. But clearly, that wheel goes that way. And today, we got a shipment of the new rotor. Unfortunately, my boy TJ did it again. I don't know how this man did it again. That's a double L. That's a double L in chat, okay? TJ do be taking L's. That's a quadruple L today, okay? I don't know what you're doing, Tej, but I'm here to put this on the rack so we could change the oil. Do we know how to do that? Absolutely not. But are you gonna watch us figure it out? Probably yes.
Calvin said he opened up today's video, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you did it, you don't normally open up videos, so I'm gonna assume he did it right. We're gonna be doing the oil change today. Did you tell him that? There are 5 drain plugs on the underside of the R8, and on the forehead we only have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna drain them all, refuel with a good Valvoline oil. We have our air filter, and we got top off coolant. We're working on a time crunch today because I am supposed to be granted access to go see Sabrina today. So I'm gonna be working as much as I can on the R8 until we get access to go see Sabrina. So let's just see how much we get done today. Will Calvin get oil all over himself? He's doing it with no hands. Doctor, detective, oh, just the tip. That's still pretty good.
Just a little brown stuff on, no, little oil on the teeth.
Do you hear it farting?
No, that's just it hitting the plastic teeth. Come on, man.
I heard it fart.
Get disrespected on.
Snug it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Calvin and I have hit the wrong bolt, which I low-key was kind of expecting that to happen. Good save, mate. That's coolant. We went for the wrong one. We gotta find the new one, boys. Stand by. Oh! So the oil drained out, we're gonna swap out the oil filter. The oil filter sits in between the intake manifolds, and I'm using a 32 socket. This is a big boy. This is the first time I've actually used my inch-sized sockets. Yeah! New filter, baby, let's go. Time to put it back in. Also, I got oil all over the white shirt. Bad call wearing this shirt, bad call. Hand tight, they say.
That's not a hand. That's not a hand. But that's good. That's good.
Car takes 8.8 quarts of oil. We're gonna put in 9 just to be safe. And we have officially completed our first oil change, which is pretty exciting. And you guys already know we're gonna be using nothing but the best. We got the VR1 2050 sauce. Cal, did you hear what I said, Cal? Did you hear what I said?
I heard you bringing out the sauce.
We got some secret sauce. Speaking of sauce, let me get some nose.
Wow, all the now sauce?
Just a little mango edition for the boys. Oh baby. As I'm filling up the car with some sauce, Calvin's up here installing the hood struts. 1016, really, it's already done?
I mean, I got one more.
1016 set out some billet hood strut mounts for the underside of the hood. So Calvin just slapped those on, put the hood struts on. We also have all the original pieces and stuff, Calv. So he'll also thread through the windshield sprayer hose through the hood. We'll be able to close this thing up.
And then we could go drive it.
Not yet. Close, but not yet. Sorry, Dad. I'm interrupting today's video to show you guys Valvoline's new advanced full synthetic formula that they had just sent me. The new formula has improved performance against the 4 main reasons for engine breakdown, being wear wear, friction, heat, and deposits. The new anti-wear additives give over 40% more protection than the leading industry standards. And now with the new formula, you get over 10 times better protection against heat. And it meets the API SP classification, protecting the latest engine technology. If you guys click the links down below the description, it will bring you to Valvoline's homepage where you can enter in your car's exact information from year to mileage to motor to everything that you need. And then it will then link you to Valvoline's products recommended for your car. There's no reason for you not to check it out. It is a foolproof system and you will have no doubt as to what oil is best for your car. The next time you're in store, look for the advanced full synthetic formula and look for this new sticker on top that verifies it's the newest formula around. Thank you so much for Valvoline for partnering with us and sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it. This is our last one. This is our 9th quart. It calls for 8.8, but we're gonna send it to 9. Before we start the car and check oil level, because there's no dipstick, you have to do it from the computer system in the car. I'm gonna top off with coolant because I do know that it says we're low on coolant and it tries to get you to turn the motor off. So we're gonna top off coolant now, as much as we can, turn the car on, and see where our oil level is at. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime example of what a doctor detective will be able to accomplish for you. If he doesn't have a front motor to sit on, that's fine. It's all fine. He'll sit in the front and he'll wire your hoses through your hole. Shout out to my doctor detective. Okay, so this is gonna be the first time that we are actually gonna run the car for a little bit on its own. Pretty awesome because a lot of the initial warning lights have all gone away, and the only two that we have is the all-wheel drive system malfunction and the stabilization malfunction, and it says our tire pressure sensors aren't working, which they should be, so I'm not quite sure about that. But I just topped off coolant, we did new oil. Pretty sure if I go into the menu thing, I don't know how to use this software quite yet, but I need to go to the vehicle and we should be able, we should be able to reset some of this stuff. I need to figure it out. I actually have the AC running for the first time and it's nice and cold, so that's awesome. We're gonna go to oil level first. Oh, I have to drive at a short distance or running the engine briefly. Okay, so we'll let this run for a little longer, but we can, while we're here, clear out the service interval. Reset oil change, yes. The oil change interval has now reset, so that's awesome. That means we shouldn't get the service light. And then I noticed that I actually have a window that just shows me all my warning lights. So from the top, again, we have ECS, which just means traction control, which should just be a little reset. It's not picking up the TPMS sensors, drive system malfunction, all-wheel drive malfunction, which are all probably connected to the same thing. So I'm fairly confident all of those should be easy to do. Then we just gotta get the sensors working, and she's looking really good. So I'm trying to get this thing warm enough so that it tells me my oil level, but I've been sitting here for 10 minutes and it hasn't gotten there yet. So I might just need to drive it, so we're probably not gonna be able to get it checked, but everything else checks out really good. And I've kind of just been sitting here playing with some of the features because I've never really done that. And there's an exhaust button here that controls the valves to the exhaust. And normally, in my experience, the valves work, but they don't work to the point of where you really hear an audible difference. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell from the inside of the car, but I'll open and close them and it makes a huge difference inside the car. So valves are closed. I'm gonna open them. Closed, open, closed. I'll put the camera outside the car and maybe you guys can hear. Overflowed the coolant just a little bit and it came out the drain on the bottom. Other than that, this thing is perfect so far. I don't see anything that makes me uneasy about anything. So I've gone over this a million times, so I'm gonna go over it again. From this point on, the things that we have to do before this thing gets on its first drive is we need an alignment, we need our new tires, and I ordered the wrong rotor again. I don't know how I've messed up twice. I need to order a new ceramic rotor for the front right, and then we need to put in the new pad, clear the code, and she's ready. It sounds like a lot of stuff, but hopefully we'll all get done next week and we'll be ready to rock. Along with the rest of the under panels here, I was able to fish out both the ones for the rear and both the ones for the front, and I ended up just putting all that stuff back. And it came with two huge bags of hardware when we bought the car. One was labeled rear, one was labeled front, and I was shocked because I've never really seen a crashed car come with this organized of hardware and like all of it like being there for the most part. I was able to get the under panel for under the motor attached up with nearly all of the hardware underneath it, and the diffuser portion back, which is pretty important because this actually will shake quite a bit when we're going pretty fast. All of it bolts up pretty good. Just like the Ferrari, some of the under paneling is kind of destroyed, but it doesn't really matter. I could replace it. It would only cost a few $100 or maybe like $1,000 for one of these rear pieces. I'm gonna try to use this rather than buying a new one because for the most part, they're fine. And for the fronts, I was able to get most of it. I'm still a little bit confused on this front because the front splitter has only 4 points of attachment. You have 2 on the outside and then you have 2 on the other outside that's mirrored underneath this panel. You can't kind of really see it. But if you just tug on it, the middle doesn't have any support and it's pretty shaky. So I'm gonna have to do some digging online to see if I missed something because it only came with 4 points of attachment and it just doesn't seem like it's gonna stay. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more digging on that, and then I have to mess around with all of this hardware and bolt everything back in still. So we're getting there step by step, but I am really happy to see that I was able to find the under panels and we weren't missing any, and the hardware that was provided looked like it was all accounted for. So that's a really good sign. I know today was another short day, but I'm doing my best to keep uploads coming out as we're working on the R8. There's a little update on Sabrina. She got out of surgery last night at 3 a.m. Everything went super good. She's doing really well. They got about 95% of the tumor out. She was up walking today and was able to speak a little bit. The doctor said she's literally doing perfect, and the expectations coming out of the surgery are higher than what they originally anticipated, which is really good. So it's all really good signs. Thanks everyone out there who's been praying for her because it's definitely helping. I wasn't able to see her unfortunately, but I should be able to see her tomorrow, and she might even be coming home as early as tomorrow night because she's doing so well, if not tomorrow night, Saturday morning. So I'm ecstatic. I'm just drained and exhausted because I got no sleep last night. Thank you all for your love and prayers during this time, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving forward.